Hello there, welcome to Wayfarer Plays Rising World. Last time we started building this big old workshop that I'm going to be not only working out but living out of for a little while. Getting out of the mine area so I can just dedicate that towards mining. And I finished up at least the walls, got all the crafting stations in it, so now we're going to look at making the roof. So let's take a look at that. Here we are. This is the front. There's the mine down there. And up here is where we got our workshop. I'm going to build the workshop first, right above the mine, and then over yonder, those of you who've been following the series, seen it before, a little bit over there where there's some water and some grassland, I'm going to have a house which should give me a view of the beach and the ocean and still be kind of like in an area where I can have a garden and everything too, and do the homesteading Rising World style thing. So anyway, I got all my crafting stations in here, even moved the survival shelter in here so that I can sleep straight from in here. Horse, he's parked outside. Horse doesn't fit through the door. So yeah, I'd have to make a special stall for the horse when I build my house. Not just a stall, make it like I don't know, what do you call that? Yeah, a horse stall and maybe pasture or something. Of course, they don't move with the saddle on them. So anyway, you see, I did it a little differently than as I was doing it in the episode. I was doing the beams, but then I started doing the poles, narrow poles. Well, actually, they're called wooden log, made out of lumber from the saw bench, and they work out a little better. But now and then you see little gaps. So what I do to fix that is I just pop in. Let's make sure it's full height. That's the length for the ones above the windows. Yeah, I moved the windows down. I got them basically looking the way I'd like them to look. But what you can do is just shift right arrow key to make it a little bit wider, and it doesn't really look out of sorts or anything. It kind of blends together. You're going to have imperfections here and there because it's done off the grid. That's the only way you can fit like a couple of these narrow things together in the same block. Otherwise, with the grid, it tries to have only one item per block. And so you can't have like these kind of thin jobbies. And let's see, let's just do that again here. Should be the same width. There's two width sizes I use. Like every now and then I have to use the wider one just to eliminate a little bit of a crack. So anyway, I think it looks cool. It's more of like a textured wall, and looks less blocky that way. I mean, you could do things on the grid, have them real accurate, but then it kind of looks a little bit blocky. Here, like I see a little bit of sunlight in there. So what I can do here is just maybe take this one. It's not going the full length, it's just up here. I can just make this one wider by shift down arrow key to shorten the length of the pole. Shift up and down basically changes the length. And I should say log, not pole. And then shift left right does its width. And so there we go. That's how you can get some shorter logs. What I'm going to try on the house is use the logs horizontally and use them on the grid and see how that works. It might combine the thing of accuracy and texture. And I mean, here the vertical poles look kind of cool. Logs, technically, they're logs. But different than the piece of log. Like when you chop down a tree and you get the piece of log, that's what they actually call it. It's actually different than these building logs. The building logs you make in the saw bench. Looks like this one's got to be a little bit wider. There we go. Close enough, I guess. I should really... Oh yeah, this window's off a good amount. What slot did you put it in? 2. so anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, yeah, it's not the same as the logs from when you cut the trees down. These are made from the saw bench and they cost 1 lumber. So it saves you on wood, actually. Okay, let's do that again. So anyway, I'm going to start on the roof next. Enough with this. But I'm just showing you, just since I did most of this work off screen. I should go back. That'll allow me to see it better. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. So, yeah, since I did most of this off screen, you can kind of see what my life's been like in doing this. And it didn't take as long as I thought it would. So, anyway, I think it looks cool. So now I'm going to try and do the roof. And what I'm going to start with is the sections. I thought I'd start with trying to use these beams at an angle to make like a triangular roof. You can, once again, go blocks, but if you want it to be wood, then you're using one piece of log, like literal log cut from a tree, per block, and that's not really resource efficient. And at the same time, then it kind of looks more like a Minecraft-y type of house, and we can do better than that in Rising World. So I am going to attempt to do so. I'm trying to stack these up into piles of 32. Why? I don't know. Not really necessary. All right. Let me see. Yeah, the type of beams I'll be using are these here. Wooden beam number 67. But I'm also going to want to put one of these down, a scaffolding. Don't really need this bucket on me. I can drop that off in my equipment container here. My equipment chest. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, this scaffolding will help me reach up here and get higher up. I'm hoping I can place it here and have it work. Now the ramp goes this way. But half of it is a platform. I talked about these in the first episode there. Well, the last episode. Alright, call up the beam, then I can hit G for the grid. I'm going to widen the beam to be like full length, so it's 1 block wide. But let's angle it. I'm just going to use the up and down arrow keys. This is looking more like an angle that works. Now, oh, it's saying I'm hungry or something. We could probably do that. Now let me do this. Let me get this guy fed so I don't have to have him belly aching at me. Got enough food on me that we should be fine. Oh, it's the water. Well, at least we have the food topped up too. Got the canteen on me, but I think it's more efficient just to jumped off the thing to go over here to my well, basically. Make sure to do 2 slurps. You only half fill yourself with the first drink. Yeah, alrighty. So, let's see. How does that look? Looks like I could get the length longer. We might be in business there. So I'm going to grab it back. Oh, gotta do that with the crowbar. Let me see how far back I can go on this scaffolding. There we go. There, we're in the grid, and then I'm going to lengthen this. Maybe now that I lengthened it, the angle should change. Now how am I going to handle the space in between? Well, there we go. See, that melts into the beam there. So it'll probably look a little bit better, not having too much of it sticking out. It's hard to tell because as soon as I move the mouse to see more of the screen, I'm moving the actual item I'm placing. So let's put it in and just see. Make sure this is right there. What if we do it off like that? That might look a little better. Let's see how the length is. No, I should probably lengthen that a little bit more. Lock her in. Shift up arrow key. We're not going to see the length until after we place it. Let's see there. How does that look? That looks pretty good. That's getting us definitely like halfway. Now, let's rotate this. And this should give us the same thing in the other direction, which is the whole point. I'm not so sure. There we go. I think it's really hard to tell from this angle. Alright, yeah, no, not working. Well, both of them look like they're kind of floating. Here's what I'm going to do. I think I need to do this from a different angle. I'm going to hold down F, pick this up. If I do it from here. The scaffolding down here. Now it remembers the last thing you did. Can I grab that from over here? No, I can't. But I can jump on here. Walk over here. Now, it is true, if I were to do the blocks, I could do these triangular blocks that would make this perfect, line up right and all that, but I'm trying to do beams. In other words, it may not work out. If they cross at the top, there, I have it on max length. Let's see how that goes. It'll at least be easy to remember. If they cross at the top, I'd be fine with that. That might look good. Might not. Alright, this looks like it's placed at the same spot it is on the other side. Hold on, let me cue this up so I can see better. There we go. Got to fit in that ramp. Oh gosh. Yeah, Let me see if I can place it from down here in the ground. Probably not going to be able to place it like the same spot. No. What if I do this? Pick you up. When I decide to do the blocks, I'll have to cut down more tree because I need them in the form of piece of log, which is the log that you get from the trees itself. Snap on that grid. Let's see how that looks. It's like I could just jump down here. I won't get hurt if it's just one. All right, I mean, there's probably a way to fix that. Okay, let's try something like this. And shorten it. To about like, yeah, that's 2 blocks on grid. Yeah, I'm just not able to hit anything to attach it. If I turn off the grid, well, looks like I'm going to have to move the scaffolding there. And I think I'll be able to do what I want to do. It's going to be a bit of a tight fit here. But let's get the scaffolding in here. I'm trying to just kind of cover these up a little bit so they look like they connect in a way that doesn't just look stupid. Because as it is, I extended them as long as they would go. Now, when I do it on grid, it doesn't want to do anything symmetrical. Now, the other option is if we have a center thing. It's not letting me go to the edge here. Or will it? I could probably do 2 of these next to one another going down the center. But I'd like it to... Here, let's turn off the grid. No. It's still... It's... With the size of the thing, it wants to treat it like it's on the grid. Now let me see. Maybe the rotation... Oh, that's just shrinking. No, I can't. That's the type of thing I'm thinking. Let's just extend its length as far as we can go so that we could have like a backbone sort of thing, a spine to the roof. It looks like it really wants to hang that over the edge. It doesn't want to. Yeah, let me jump onto this. Because now I can't see exactly what I'm doing here. Let me shrink this thing down now. Can you just do one block? It even goes less than a block in size. Wow. Oh, great. Now we're getting the shivers. So I'm trying to get the roof up, man. That may have done it. Oh, no. Now I can't move. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, get over on the scaffolding, will you? All right. I was able to get it pretty much where I wanted to. When I was standing up there, but then I couldn't get out. All right. Looks a little wonky there, but not bad. How about we sleep and make it daytime? No. Oh. Pick this up. All right. I mean, that ain't bad. Then what I was going to do is just put logs in to this section. But here, wherever I have these timbers, do those guys. Let's see what we can do. Really the same type of thing right here. Oh, let's sleep so I can get this guy to stop shivering. I don't know what adverse effect the shivering causes, being cold. I don't see damage. And I don't see the food going down fast or anything. That's what I thought it was. Maybe the food goes down faster, but I don't know. Maybe it's just there to annoy you. It's like whenever your character's cold, you shall be annoyed. He shall make you feel his pain through annoyance. All right, now let's see here. Lengthen this puppy all the way. They'll be the same size as the others. And one, two. Oh, one more. There we go. Yeah, I think to get these accurately, I'm going to have to place them on the outside, just like I did with the other two. I have to place them from the same vantage point, or I won't get them right. Come on, pick this thing up, will you? Alright, there we go. Yeah, I would have had that angled wrong if I would have placed it like that. On the grid. Right there. That's how I placed it on that end. There we go. Now if I could do this without having to move the scaffolding, that would be great. Okay. Now let's see if I can do the other side. And we'll try to get those. Oh, just jump off of it, will you? Trying to go down the ramp, but it won't let me. Get sick of seeing the beam that you want to place just hovering there in your view. Let's do it like this so it fits on the side. horse is watching me with anticipation. The sooner I'm done with this, the sooner I can get to giving him a place. Well, he doesn't like the rain either. Well, there we go. Okay, let's place the other two at the other end first, and then we'll finish it up by putting the center points. Got it? It's there. All right. There we go. Get. Ooh. And I wouldn't want to be walking on these when they're really high up. My horse didn't care for that. It's like, you wussy. All right, now. Okay, so now I'm hoping from the ground I could put these centerpieces in. If I get the length done on the grid, you know what? Here I might be able to use the scaffolding. Now, level it out. Shrink it down. Let's pop on the grid. Forget what the length of that other one was. The first one that I did. I think it was 2 blocks wide. There we go. Let's make it a little bit longer. There we go. I'm not worried about it coming out a little bit as long as it looks, as long as there's symmetry. Symmetry to the awkwardness. Oh, for crying out loud. Are you gonna... How come you look wider? You shouldn't be wider. You're the same width, which is maximum width. Oh, that ain't right at all. Something's wrong there, man. Okay. Oh. Trying to move on this. Oh, darn it. The other beam's on my head, and it's preventing me from doing it. It's not letting me do the same spot that I did on the other one. It should. There. No. I'm going to have to move the scaffolding. It's not letting me position it where I'd like to. Let's see if we can do it now. See, now that I'm looking at that one, that doesn't look right. See if I could get this to look right, and then I'll fix that. Now, hold on. Let's look at the first one I did. You hit G. I need to hit Z to zoom in. Yeah, that's 2 blocks in length. So let's make this 2 blocks in length. There we go. Can I get this from down here? No. Yeah, let's see if it lets me do it now. All right, I made the thing the length that the other one was. It's just I can't hover my mouse in a spot that places it right. Can I get there? Come on. I have the grid on, so I don't know what I did on the first one that let me do it. But it's not letting me do it now. Let's see. How does that look? Awful. How did I get that first one to land? How's that? No. Close, but ain't on. Yeah. There. I'll be good with that. I'll be good with that. Thing is, I can't. Okay. I'll be good with that. All right. One more of those, and then we can actually do what should be a much easier job. See, this way the roof at least won't just look like stairs like in Minecraft. Or in this case, you can do these slanted rocks, but or even slanted wood blocks, but like I said, it's not material efficient, and you can't remove them and replace them. You got to break them, get them out. I think I'm too far away to get this positioned right. Yeah, I got to get the scaffolding closer. I don't know. No. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm not looking for perfection, but I want things to have like symmetry between all those connections. So it looks kind of like a, you know, an angled roof. Now let's see here. Oh, I think I have some of those logs left over. And I'm going to use them in the big style this time. Oh, come on. Let me drag. Oh, as soon as I left click to drag, it just wants to move it. All right. Those are beams. Beams. Log 70s are what I want to use. And I only have 5 of them, but I have plenty of lumber on me, so let's crank out a bunch of logs here. Wooden log. ID 70. Max. Oomph. There we go. Slot 2. Now, let me see if there is any hope of me being able to put these on the ground. First of all, lengthen them to the length I can get to, the longest, which should match the beams. And then angle it like the beams. 1, 2, 3. And thicken it. Shift right arrow. Oh my goodness, that's more than a block. The beams go to a block, but oh yeah, the logs go to wider than a block. Wow. All right, I want to be able to just do these on the grid. So I want to make sure this is as wide as the grid. So I'm going to just make it vertical first. Make sure it's 1 block in thickness. There we go. Exactly 1 block in thickness. Angle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the same angle as those. Yeah, if I can avoid using scaffolding, that would be great. The way the sun's setting. Yeah, actually, that would be a good picture for the thumbnail. Now, see how, oh man. I am probably going to have to use the scaffolding. Just to place these right out here. It's not letting me get the mouse hovered over where it needs to be in order to place them right. Because I'm going to put them on the very edge here, just like, see, that isn't bad. There, that's better though. See how much scaffolding I have here. I could make another piece of scaffolding so I have a longer reach, but if I just take this, move it, I don't have to make another one. I probably should have another one anyway for more building in the future. That's what the game's about. Terraforming and building. Oh, for crying out loud. Let's get up there. I thought I made a whole bunch of these. Oh, here they are. The majority of them went to a different slot. They didn't all fit in one slot. Are those the same? Those are not the same color. I don't know how I had logs that were that color. Keep them consistent. And yeah, the two-tone effect would look good. Oh, if I could just get this mouse to hover over where it needs to go. Oh, I'm going to have to move the scaffolding. Yeah, let's do it this way. I think it's easier to climb up this way. Somehow I ended up with logs that are different colors here. These here that I've been removing are 70. I thought that's what I selected. Oh, I accidentally made 70 ones. I've done that before. Somehow I think I'm on 70 and I'm actually on 71. But you know what? The 71s might actually look nicer. Well, I hope so, because I actually have enough of them. I wish the ID numbers for the wood patterns would be the same between beams and logs and everything. You have to walk forward to fit down the thing. All right. All right, so this right about here will allow me to do the next step. Lock them in the grid. If I wasn't doing the grid, this would be much harder to make sure they lined up together. Right there. Yeah, you gotta get the mouse over a spot that you can't get to unless you're on the scaffolding. Will you let me get down this thing? Oh. There we go. There we go. This is going more smoothly now. Yeah, I don't want to take a chance of snapping that into the right place. I'm going to move the scaffolding if I can get down it. Wish the scaffolding had a ramp section that was just a ramp, and then the platform section that was just a platform, so that they were wide enough. Because this ramp and platform being together in one. I mean, there is a platform only section, but this is the ramp section. It's half ramp, half platform. So you have to squeeze down that area that it doesn't like to let you squeeze down. Now the truth will be, here, close that door. The truth will come when it comes time to join this side with the other side once I lay the logs on the other side. There we go. Getting to be night. Yep. Now I'll have to move the scaffolding or else I won't be able to position the mouse where I want it. Ugh. All right, we're just about there. Okay. What are you doing? Stop it. I'll just jump off the edge. Can't do that when they're stacked up on each other. Because these are modular. You could stack them. I'd hate to be having to deal with them really high up because they're not too user-friendly. And even at night I can do this because grid, make sure I'm in place. Almost done with this side. Just jump off. Okay. Let's drop you down there. All right, and here we go. And let's get you all one last piece, just right there. That's all I need. Don't make me move the scaffolding just to get it there. How come this? There we go. All right. Now, let's see how it looks from the inside. Although I'll tell you, I'm not changing it. You know what? Yeah, look at that. That's 70. This is wooden log 70 right here. And this is wooden log 71 here. We're definitely at least here. So I already have some logs in that got to be changed out. It looks like most of them. Because, yeah, the 71 versus 70 provides the contrast that I want. Although in beams, this kind of darkness is 67. All right. So anyway, then I got to think about what am I going to do to fill in that. Probably small, narrow logs. Because I can just place them off grid and just stack them right next to one another like this. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of replacing to do because I think it's only this section where I have log 71. And actually, yes, 71 does go better than 70. Well, let's finish what I'm doing on this video, and then that'll be my job off screen. Well, man, depending on where you go in this thing, yeah, those are definitely different. But yeah, the lighting in the game does change things. You got to look in your inventory at what number it is. So let me do the other side. I'm going to do the other side a little bit, and then we'll see what the solution is for the middle. I should probably stop it with just the repetitive stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. G. Okay, let's take care of that. Is that hunger or water? Usually both happen around the same time. Oh, face dive right into it. And the hunger's going to be coming at me soon anyway. Okay. Get back on it. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace a lot of logs in this build. Now let me see what I can do in the middle there. Is it something I can do from the ground? Check down here, make sure this on grid is 2 blocks in length. There. You know what I might do? I might go with logs. Hold on. You're not going to let me get it out from here. I could place it from here, but I can't get them out from here. Oh man, I'm going to have to get the darn scaffolding. All right. Let's get it. But I'm getting this figured out now. Now I'm getting it figured out. It looks like logs are the way to go. And actually I was going to do the on-grid full-sized, 1 block thickness logs for my cabin. And it looks like, yeah, that would be easier. What? Oh boy. I just want them to be consistent. Whatever it is I do up here, I just want them to be the same from each one. Okay, here we go. Grid. Something ain't right there. Looks like the ones on the one side, the ones on this side that I've been laying in at an angle are not in line with one another. Even though they're on the grid, they should be. Are not in line. How the heck did that happen? That doesn't make sense. Oh, I gotta hold that thing to see the grid. Because here, like, the lines are going right down the center, and then they meet a seam on the other side. Oh, come on, move. It's just bizarre. Yeah, I'm going to look at it real quick. But, I mean, this is the answer. The approach I'm taking now, it's just about getting them right. I don't know how these could have gotten off. But yeah, they did. All right. Length them as far as they go. Okay. Angle them right. Okay. Now let's look at it inside. That should be right. Yeah, they are. The things that join them aren't lined up, but you know what? I could live with it. I can live with that. I can live with that. Actually, here, let's take this as the screenshot for the episode. That actually looks nicer. All right. I'm not going to keep you here much longer, but I'm going to try and figure out this section here. See if I can figure it out. And once I have things figured out, you can see, all right, I get the idea. I see what you're doing. You may or may not want to try it yourself. But now what if I try the big logs? Will that work as a concept? Get you straight. Up and down arrows for that. Now what I can do for here, like for example, I'm not going to be able to see. Got to be able to get further back. I can just do it. All right. What I should do is, are I too small? I'm just trying to see, is that the right height? I know it'll go into the thing above it, but don't necessarily want it to. How does that look? That don't look bad. And then for here, as long as it's not exploding out of the top, although it's not like anyone would see it, I don't think. But I do want it to cover that gap there. Here. Nope, move it in line. Come on, stay there. Move the mouse in, then use the arrow keys. There. Uh-oh. No, how come? Which one's right? That one or that one? I didn't see that the bases were off. G for grid. So it looks like the base is going to spill over one direction or the other. Is this the thickness I'm using over here? It doesn't look right. Yeah, it's one full block. Which means, yeah. Right, well, let's just go for it and see what happens, and then I can assess it. There. Should work for this side. What the heck? It looks like they shrank. Yeah, it looks like they shrank in width. This is supposed to be one full block. No, that's... Oh, come on, get over here. There. Basically, you shorten it until you see a gap, then lengthen it again until you don't. Of course, I hope it's not exploding out of the top. Probably will be. Oh, I'm out of logs. Gonna have to make more. How does it look up there? Is it exploding out of the top? Not that I see. And if I can't see it, it ain't there. Well, anyway, thanks for joining me on this episode. This is going to be a lot of off-screen work in getting these to line up and all that stuff. But I have better ideas now. I think I know what I'm doing. We'll find out. But yeah, I might even, I don't know. These do look kind of cool, but maybe I should go with the thicker logs on the bottom too. You know what I mean? I just might do that. Get them on grid, it'll go better. I got to take out so many of these because they're the wrong color anyway. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and share whatever you can to help this channel out. I really do appreciate it. Help this YouTuber getting started and getting going. Until next time, take care, peace out, and stay free.